The installation of lifelines to protect against falls is a practice that is more and more common in the construction sector. Their use is particularly recommended for jobs at potentially dangerous heights, when no other collective safety measures are in use, and might include work on finishing aesthetic touches, roof maintenance, facade work, etc. According to current norms, anchored lines, commonly called lifelines, are considered collective protection measures because they can simultaneously support various anti-fall systems. Types. There are two types of lifelines, differentiated by their time of use. One type is temporary lifelines that are set up, used, and taken down during a project phase as required. And the second type is permanent lifelines that remain in service for the duration of the building's existence. All lifelines, since they are manufactured according to strict norms, must be accompanied by both a manufacturer's certificate and a certificate of installation. Manufacturers typically authorize an installation company to assemble its equipment after the latter's operators have received adequate training on work at heights and installation procedures. Installations. We should ensure that installations are carried out without risks, assembling all elements before disassembling any collective protection elements. If this is not possible, appropriate auxiliary means should be made available to assemblers, such as hydraulic lifts, scaffolding, etc. In all cases, operators installing lifelines must be experts, have all necessary information, and be specifically trained. Elements. All lifelines have at least two elements. Anchor points, either certified or not, depending on the regulation in force. The type of anchorage will depend on the bracing support it will have: concrete, sheet metal, wood, etc. And anchor lines, made either of textile material or steel in the shape of cables, rails, or beams that form either vertical, horizontal, or sloping planes. In the case of permanent lifelines, all components will be made of highly resistant materials, such as stainless steel, capable of withstanding even the harshest weather conditions. For assemblage, the use of original components and strict adherence to manufacturer's instructions are indispensable with respect to the product's guarantee. Inspection. Inspecting the installation is another very important function, and it is compulsory each time the system has been activated, or at the very minimum, if there have been no incidents, once a year. These inspections must be carried out by authorized personnel and be thoroughly documented. To assist in this matter, many lifeline systems have usage control gauges that provide detailed data on any anomalies. Usage. With all lifeline systems, operators must correctly wear certified safety vests in perfect working condition. This vest and its attaching cord must also be outfitted with a shock-absorbing device, and the lifeline's hook must consist of a safety snap ring or similar device. No safety vest, harness, or lifeline anchor system may be used without a corresponding shock-absorbing device. The use of equipment without shock-absorbing devices can only be used if there is no risk of falling from a potentially dangerous height, and if they are only used to restrict movement. The movement of an operator along the lifeline's route must be planned for and protective measures taken. Systems exist in which an operator can move all the way along the lifeline's route without ever having to unhook his vest. In cases where this is not possible, we will have to outfit the operator with a double safety cord. On sloping or vertical positions, the use of systems or transport bins with automatic braking features is compulsory. All personnel must be aware of the maximum number of workers that can be attached at any given time to the same lifeline. Obligatory data that must be provided by the manufacturer and never ignored. In the event an accident occurs and a worker is left hanging by the lifeline, rescue operations must be initiated immediately. If the worker has lost consciousness, rescue is even more urgent. The difference between life and death could be a matter of just minutes. All operators planning to use lifelines must be duly trained and tested on the specific knowledge required. The choice of the most appropriate system for each situation, together with the correct use of the system chosen, is the key to a risk-free work site.